God. You thought, like, probably trading your best wide receiver or your most consistent wide receiver in Amari Cooper. By the way, side note, is Amari Cooper becoming the new Brandon Cooks? Question mark.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Poor
Brandon Cooks.
I know. And there's an article written about him every year. It's like, underrated. I was like, well, something's got to be wrong with him. But what do you got here?
Oh, don't do it.
Funeral music for
the Cowboy season?
Taylor hates it.
Yeah.
There it is. But what do you think? 6 wins?
Yeah.
I'm right. I'm feeling like 6-7 wins.
I was seriously, I got in the car to get over here today, and I said 7 wins in my head. Like, they're awful. They're really bad.
Really, really bad.
They're really bad. Coaching's bad. Talent's bad. They've lost it all over the place. They're injured like crazy. Here's how much of a mess Dallas has been lately. This is a great fucking story. It came out yesterday. So they're trying to figure out their left guard spot. Now, they drafted Tyler Smith this year in the first round. He was playing tackle. They want him to play guard. That's a competition. He's going against this guy, Connor McGovern, who's been there for a couple of years. He's a third-round pick. Not a big deal. He's kind of just a guy. But they're competing. Now, Mike McCarthy goes, McGovern looks like if we were going to play today, he would be the starter. But also, he might play like 10 to 12 snaps at fullback, which was like, wait, what? Wait, excuse me? Mike! This is the debate you're having right now, which is funny because it's kind of like the Cam Jurgens thing that I talked about. I was like, yeah, just over the goal line.
Throw him in there. You were just joking, and you could coach the Dallas Cowboys right now.
I could coach the Dallas Cowboys right now because they're literally saying the guy that could very well be their starting left guard as they don't have the same line depth that they used to anyway. This isn't the Cowboys of like 2016, 2017. That to be like, yeah, well, he also just might play fullback a lot is like they have nothing. And again, and why would they do that too? Think about why they would even think about the idea of getting a lineman and playing him at fullback. Well, the passing game blows. They don't have anybody. Michael Gallup is hurt. James Washington's hurt. It's just there's nobody there. They don't have any people.
Yeah, it's they're gonna that Chiefs offense or that open look. I think it's just actually gonna be the Dallas offense of like, yep, we're gonna have to do I formation. You know what I think too is Jerry made a call down there and said, whatever you got to do, run Zeke. Like, this is it. Like, we gotta get our money's worth here, and we're finally gonna do it. Even though we know Tony Pollard is clearly probably a better option right now. Like, I can just see all. This is the final crumbling of like. I think Dak leaves after this year. I think there's a big just chasm between everything because like. Hopefully, Taylor Credatis' bets come through, and Mike McCarthy is the first coach fired.
Yeah.
Which I think is very possible. Dan Quinn immediately takes over, and we all know what's going to happen once that happens. It's just like he is actually the new Jason Garrett. Rides that train and pulls him into like an 8-1 season or something stupid like that. And
we're not getting the Sean Payton theory.
Well, that's where I was about to go.
Yeah.
That's where I was about to go.
Is that what you think's happening?
Oh, well, yeah, think about it, right? Sean Payton wants to go work with Tom Brady in Miami. That whole thing gets blown off. He takes the year off. He's got nothing to do. The Dallas job opens up. Dak is desperate. They got nothing going on. He goes, yeah, I mean, it's been rumored for like 12 years that he could go to Dallas. It's been a long time. I think he's like from the area and whatever.
Yeah, and that makes sense. But I never understood. Well, if he was going to go to Miami and a bunch of other, that's been a rumor for a long time, and it never seemed to hit. And then when he's got a clear shot to do it, he doesn't. I don't know.
Well, the Miami thing was the Miami storyline was just with Brady here. It's been years of Dallas. All those rumors of there was a time just like 3-4 years ago where they were like they might trade him to Dallas.
Well, I remember that.
So
and this is just so you know. Jane Slater, who covers the Cowboys, still thinks it's a possibility. So I forgot about all that. Thank you for reminding me, everybody. And
apologies to Dan Quinn, who could have gotten a head coaching job. Will stick around for this.
So you guys are saying Sean Payton says, hey, Jerry, keep Dan there. He's my guy. I want him as my DC. You can fire him. I'll be there next year, but Dan has to stay. Give him a contract. I could totally see that.
I could see that happening, or Dan Quinn just got cuckolded. It's one of the two. I don't know what it is, but it's one of the two.
Don't you think do you think Jerry then was waiting for Sean and this Tom Brady thing came up and screwed that up, and Mike McCarthy was just going to be a placeholder because of course I can fire you?
Guys on
and
the hot
got
seat.
stuck with him?
Guy's undeniably on the hot seat.
Ooh. Let's put a tinfoil hat on that. I think that's possible now.
If I'm Jerry and I know, Peyton's going to take the year off, which makes sense with all the heat from Miami stuff and everything anyway. He takes the year off. It's like, well, I'm already paying McCarthy. I'm going to have to pay McCarthy, so I might as well just ride it one more year.
Yeah.
Just let the whole thing die. Nobody has any questions about it. You let it go and you start over.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for Dallas to fall yet again, have one playoff win in 20 years, and essentially keep the same rebuilding energy that they've kept for since Romo left. It's never stopped, and they got how do you get stuck again with a rookie contract quarterback? Like, you hit on an undrafted free agent, you hit on a 4th round pick, and you win nothing.
Nothing. If I was the scouting department in Dallas, I would be so fucking mad.
Because
I would be so
nailed it
mad
for the most part. They have nailed this thing.
They're killer. Look at those drafts. Look at all this talent. All the years of, I think Dallas. I mean, for the past 5 years, everybody's been like, well, I think Dallas is going to go 13-3. And it's like, I mean, maybe. If they had competent coaching, yeah, they very easily could have. They just have never been able to put it together.